Okay, so we started. So this is a default template from Microsoft Azure. There is a something coding behind this. So where you will get a coding of this page, we will go to there also, and web apps, and that as I told you that web app we are getting in web service. This is an important portion. We are discussing that with the Azure portal, but that is the important one. As I told you, this is we are using for a deployment purpose in Microsoft Azure. Okay, so this portion is very important and that is connected to our DevOps portal also. And today also we will go to this portion of our DevOps. Okay. And so as I told you, this is like a did. And if you want to see the coding of this default template page, if you want to see a coding of default template page, we are getting one option here. And that option is nothing but this one. What is App Service Editor Preview? App Service Editor Preview, which you have categorized under this development tool. If you will go here in App Service Editor Preview, okay, so you are getting here this link. You have to click here on Go, and whenever you will click on this Go, this new tab is opening, and this new tab you will get a coding of that default page. This one, this page coding you will get here. Now that is opening here. Okay, so here again you will get means coding of means if you want to push a code from any Git account, you will that here also. I will I will tell you that also. Let that page be open. Yeah, this is the page, and if you will click here, see this one, hosting.html, because whatever coding of this page that is in HTML only. So if you want to open that coding, so only go here, okay, and click on this page, hosting.html, and in hosting.html, you will get a coding of this default page. See, this is a coding. This is the coding of this default page. Okay, which we got here. Let me check how many. Okay, so now what we will do, we are getting again few more options here. Like if you will select here, see here, we are getting option of Git. If you will click here on this Git, if you will if we click here and get, it is asking for a repository URL. Means you can copy the URL of your repository, and after giving that URL, you can clone that code here also, and you will get that everything here. So now we created web apps. So over that purpose is done, and I will explain you these all tools after running this project with our that Visual Studio Code. So now we are jumping to our these notes, and I want to recall, okay, that Azure Web App. What is Azure Web App? It is a platform as a service. We don't have a full control. Okay, in virtual machine, that is an infrastructure as a service, and we have a full control. But this web app here, there is a platform as a service, and we don't have here full control, and it is managed by Azure only. Whatever storage or patches or security or whatever the things, that everything is handled by Azure. That's why we don't have a more access. We don't have a more access with this. If you will go here, if you will go here in overview section only, okay, you can get only these few details here. Okay, and we don't have much details, or we don't have much control over these web apps, because that is managed by Microsoft Azure only. Okay, like virtual machine, we don't have many more controls here, and you can able to create or deploy or manage your application. Okay, in web apps, what you can do, you can able to create, deploy, manage your application, and you can create, build, deploy, or manage your powerful web app, or not only application, you can do this also. Like you can do with any powerful web application, mobile, or any API app. And this everything we will discuss at the time of project. And as I told you, we are getting at the two types here. One is a code based, okay, and in code base you are getting here two options. One is a Windows and one is a Linux. So we selected Windows, okay, and Linux we will select uh, at the time of that container image, okay. And how many types of runtime stack? As I told you there, .NET, Java, PHP, Python, Ruby, Node. So these are there. And that our here most important thing is our app service plan. What is app service plan? It is a pricing tier, means you are getting billing with the help of this your app service plan only, and your location, even your features, your cost, and everything is included here. And I would like to show you that, and we will get that in our that scale up application service, okay. If you will click here in scale up, okay, so you will get here one demo of your plans. See what plan we selected right now. We selected one, this one, which is 1 GB of memory and 60 minutes of time per day we are getting to access this web app. This web app we can access for only a 1 hour every day, okay. And we are getting here 1 GB of memory for storing our code, and 1 GB of memory is a huge code storage, okay. So this is a one plan. Another plan is this one, okay. Here also we are getting what, 1 GB of memory, even 240 minutes you are getting there. And with that these are like different plan. Even we not move, if you will click here on production, in production you are getting this much plan like S1, this P1, V2, and this one and that one. And if you are selecting, now this is selected, so scroll down. So whenever you will scroll down, you will get a features like, we initially we are doing this everything for testing purpose in our web app. Whatever we are doing for a testing purpose, that's why we selected this, and this is a free. That's why here is no features. If we will select this one, if we will select this one, here is a 1 GB of memory, even here 60 minutes of time, we have 240 minutes of time. Apart from that, you are getting here one feature, that is a, you can customize your domain name. Like as I told you, if you will go here in overview, if you will go, okay, so initially we copied that link which I showed you here. We copied this link here and we opened that default page. So see here, what is the URL? HTTP web app one. Web app one is the name of our web app. But after then you are getting here Azure website.net. This Azure website.net is a domain name of Azure, but you can change this domain name here in scale up. If you will go in that plan, you can change that. Mm, Where is that? Yeah, this one. In scale up, you can able to see the plans. We selected this plan, but if you are selecting this plan, you can customize your domain. And why I'm telling you more deep in plan, because in web app, this is the very important, and this is the very frequently asked question with this one. What is, tell me the web app plan, or what is a web app plan, okay, and what are the features you are getting mostly questions with this only, okay. That's why we are discussing this, and this is very important. What is a plan? Because everything else is a very simple, but your web app plan is very more important. And after that, kudo services, kudo service today we will discuss. In web apps, two things are important. First one is your plan, and second one is a kudo services. So our today's lecture is on kudo services only. So as I told you, you can customize domain. If you will select this one, you are getting one more feature here, and that is nothing but a manual scaling. You can do a manual scaling, okay, with this. So this is with the our test plan. But if you are going with the production, so whenever you are going with production, your rates is also increasing. Like you will pay for this plan 5,000, you will pay 10,000 for this plan, you will pay 21,000 for this plan. Means that is increasing. Okay, for means that is that plan is increasing, and with that your features also increasing. Now I selected this one, and if you will scroll down, you will get a this much of features with this plan. What features you will get? Customized domain you will get auto scaling. There you are getting manual scaling, but here you are getting automatic scaling. Again you are getting your straightening start. Even you are getting here daily backup. I told you no need to do daily backup, because otherwise it will store your data. We are doing this at the time of production only. When you are real time working with any organization, even you can do a traffic manager, even your Azure computer units, even you can expand your memory and storage. So this feature you are getting with this plan. If you will select this plan, so you are getting here again more feature. And if directly I am selecting this one, you are getting means your limits and your many more features you are getting with this plan. And this is very important one. That's why we are discussing that. Okay, so this is about the plans. And as we made our this web app, now I would like to show you this one. As I told you, this is a default coding for this page. For this page, this is a code, and this code we opened from where? From where we opened that? Here in this DevOps tool, you are getting here app service editor. First, I clicked here. Okay. After then, I went to this go, and after then, I am getting here option. After then, I am getting here option for I'm getting here option like this, and here I can able to see the code. If you will click here, and after then if you will click here, you will get a code for the default page. But why I'm telling you this, if you want any another code here, if you want to change this page, okay, or if you want to change your output, so you can do this with the help of this git. You have to only give URL copy, and you have to clone that code. And how we are doing that? For example, I'm clicking here Google, and in Google we have that github.com. Might be you have account on this or not, I don't know. But github.com, here you are getting many more codes and everything. So I opened that github.com, and in this github.com, I want to search. I want to search code, and where it is. If I want to search a code there, so first I knew. Let me close this also. Okay, so this is what is this is a github.com. In github.com is a one place where people means you are getting a storage, and you are creating your repositories here. You are storing your code here. So if you want to search anything, so you can search here. Like I am searching for one code. Okay, and if I will search for any code here, so I'm getting these links. And if I will click this one, if I want to go for this code, okay, I will click here. So what? I have to copy this code. So here is one option of code. Okay, so I will make a clone, means I will copy this URL, and this URL now I am pasting here. This URL. This URL is for a Git only. So this is nothing but a one project, and I copied the URL of this project, and this URL now I'm pasting here. Now I'm pasting here, and I will say clone from a Git, means make a clone of that code in my GitHub of this web app. So see, now he is making a clone. Now he is making, see, every one page is adding here, cloning, resolving. See, that is processing. This all code I'm getting here. Okay, this is also one way. This is also a one way of deploying any project into a web app. Okay, like I made one project. Okay, and that project now I will build in that Visual Studio. But this is already made project. I copied and made a copy here, and now that project is available. See, if you will click here, you can see. Okay, so now our main task is to go to, see, this is initially we have only these two options here. Okay, and but I copied this one. I copied this from that GitHub, and now this code is also available with our this web app. And as you know that we created this web app here. Okay, now this web app I want to I want to test or in my Visual Studio. So last time only I told you, for Visual Studio, you have to go to this link. For that Visual Studio, you have to go to this link. You have to copy this. Okay, so I'm doing here. You have to copy this and paste here. And here you are getting option of download Visual Studio and go for this community 2019. Whenever you will click on this community 2019, you can download and you can install and select plugin of ASP.NET and Microsoft Azure and go with that, because we are mostly working with the .NET projects. But if you want to work on Java, if you want to work on SQL, if you want to work on Python, so you are getting a plugins with that Visual Studio. You can download that today also, in tomorrow also. That it depends with you, with which project and with the runtime stack you are going. Okay, so download from here and henceforth. So initially we copied that project here. Now I will open Visual Studio, but I want to refresh this place, because whenever you are running, means this web app which I created here. Now this web app I want to run on my Visual Studio, because Visual Studio is a one IDE which giving me a platform, to run my this web app. Okay, and this web app now I will build and will run in my Visual Studio. Okay, so this is my web app in DevOps Training Resource Group. I made this web app. Okay, so web web app net one. This is the name of my web app, and I'm doing refresh. Why? Because my this portal credential is, means I have a subscription with that Visual Studio also. So you are this should be active only then you can do coding here. So now I'm clicking here, and I'm searching for Visual Studio. and I'm going for Visual Studio 2019. Okay, now this Visual Studio 2019, that is a big software that is opening, and my credential of Microsoft Azure I already provided here, and now just I made one web app. So what, why I made that web app? Because I want to create a new project. So first click on create a new project, and after clicking on create a new page, new project, next we will select the name of our that project, and then we will select our means which version we are using for .NET. So we are going with ASP.NET Core Web App. We are going with ASP.NET Core Web App. So click here, ASP.NET Core Web App, and after then click Next. After then click Next, and it will ask you the name. This is a by default name he gave, but I can give another name like sample project I am doing. So I'm writing here sample project. So I gave the name sample project, and here also in solution name also we are getting the same name. And what is the location? C user Krunal source, this one. So we are going to that location first. Okay, and that location you will get here in C user. In this one you are getting option of source. Okay, and in source repo this project will store. See, there is no file here, this is empty, but whenever I will click here next. Okay, now I'm selecting .NET 5.0 because there also I selected .NET 5. So here also, and then I will create a this project. So whatever web apps you created in that Microsoft Azure portal, that data is in this Visual Studio also, because I have subscription of
Krunal, we are
that.
not able to see that Visual Studio. We are able to see the portal itself.
Okay,
Can you
okay,
please share that screen to us?
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as I told you, we already did this one and we disconnected last time. So we reached there only. Our that same process, what is left in last lecture, we reached there. So I made that sample code here, and now that is visible here. Okay. So if you will, if you want to build this program, we are getting a one option here, IIS Express. So after clicking on this IIS Express, I can build this sample code. See, build this code is building in my local PC. Okay. After clicking on this IIS Express, I am building this code in my local PC. And after building this project code, I will get a output also, and that output you will get, or that output will open in a web browser. So let finish this one, and now your output is opening. So see, localhost 4432, that is opening whatever project you build it, and might be you are getting here that sample code which I built it here only. And we can make a edit of this page. We can edit this code also in this Visual Studio only, that is providing us that environment. So we can edit that code here also. Even this code we build it in our local PC. If you want to build this with another way, so see, this is our page. Here is a welcome. You can edit this. Even sample project I gave name. So that is came here. Even home page sample project. This is our output. Whatever web app you build it in that Microsoft Azure, now that I I that same code I build it here, and this is the output. This is the output of that. Okay, because we are doing very simple. Okay, and now if you want to means build this in our this Visual Studio, we are getting another option. If you are clicking a right click here on this your sample one, you are not getting the option of publish. Okay, but if you are right clicking on this sample project, this one, if you are doing right click, you are getting here option of publish. We want this only, so click here on this option of publish, and after clicking on the publish, same your environment is now opening, and it will ask you for the details. It will ask you for the details, like this is you want to publish in your Azure, so say next. Okay, then it will ask you that Azure App Service Windows, because .NET is working with a window. Or if you are selecting Java, it will by defaultly select Linux, but now you are working with your .NET, so that's why we will select a window, and then we will select the next. Okay, and after selecting a next, your whatever your data you made with your that means Azure portal. Okay, DevOps training. Remember your resource group name. Resource group name is a DevOps training. So if you will open this DevOps training resource group, under this resource group, what you made? You made a web app with a .NET 1. So under this resource group DevOps training, I made one web app. What is the name of that web app? Name of that web app is a web app net one. So select this one and then say finish. And they say finish. So now it is also building. So it is asking for waiting, because whatever data you feed there in that your Azure portal, it means it imported that all data, because we have this Visual Studio session that imported everything. Now you what you want to do? Now you want to do publish, and you will get output, and here build will start. See, now I will click on this publish, and here your building process is asking for debugging. Okay, so now your building process, see, here is starting build, which you did in your local PC after clicking on this IIS Express. What we built it initially in your local PC, that is in my local PC, but now you are building this. Now you are building this with your Visual Studio, which is connected with your Microsoft Azure, because I gave my credential here in file. In file, you are getting account and setting. In account and setting, I give my credential and I synced with my that Microsoft Azure portal, and because of that, it is fetching all data from that. And now new window will open, and you will get output after that. So this is nothing but what? This is nothing but the IDE which we are using for a pre-production environment. Means before delivering your project, see, this is opening. Before delivering this project to your client, first we are testing, or first we are pre-deploying in our environment. See, same output we are getting here also. That sample project welcome, and in home page sample project, that same windows you are getting here also. The same window you got at the time of IIS in your local PC, and when I published in our this Visual Studio, at that time also I got. If I want to edit this one, I have option. See, this is my code. This is my sample code. This is my sample code. So in my this sample code, you first go to the pages, and in pages you go to this index file. In pages you go to this index file. So the code of this page which you got output, okay, is open. You can edit this page here also, like you got their welcome, okay. So you can edit and you can say, welcome to welcome to DevOps class. You can say welcome to DevOps class. Even in title is a home page. So I can say home Krunal. I'm giving my name here, home Krunal. Okay. And after then click on file and save all, and say save all. What after then what I will do? I will again go to this my sample project. Okay. I will again go to my this sample project, and I will again right click here. So after doing this one, you can again build your, and that same update you will see in your that same web app. You will get that your changed code. If by default, okay, so I'm getting your option. I can build in my local PC also. Right now I'm building this in my local PC. Okay, now that is in building, and you will get same output. Whatever changes I made, whatever changes I made with that web app, means in that my coding, you will get changes here. I welcome to DevOps class and I change name to Home Krunal. So both changes you will get here. And now I will tell you how this new web app is means you can able to see in your that default code in that Git repository where we made a clone now of our code. There also you will get a entry of this project, our sample project. Okay. See, welcome to DevOps class. This change I made. Even I made home Krunal here also. So successfully we made a changes. Okay. So our task with this Visual Studio is completed. Now I'm minimizing this one, and now we are jumping toward this. Where? Let me share the screen first with your this one. Okay. Okay, everyone can able to see. So we will jump to this also today. First, let me complete. Now our web app is refreshing. Just have a patience. So whatever web app now you deployed, that is you can able to see here also. Okay, see sample project. What is the name of our project? Sample project, this one. And this project we imported from a that github.com. This both code you can see here. And where this option you will get, where this option you will get, as I already told you, in Microsoft Azure. In Microsoft Azure, you are getting one tab in this left side corner. in left side corner, you are getting that tab under hello, make a silence. Okay, so this is a development tool. In development tool, app service editor preview. When you are going with this app server editor preview, and when you are clicking on this go, when you are clicking on this go, when you are clicking on this go, see, before there is only one page. Which page that? This one of sample project. Okay, because nothing is deployed. Nothing is deployed with my web app. And whenever I'm clicking on that link, which link? That overview, in overview section, in overview section, in overview section, we are getting here one link, this one, this URL. Whenever I'm copying this link in my tab, you are getting this default page. But what? After few work, I deployed something. I deployed something. So first, what I deployed? First, I went to went to that github.com. First, I went to the github.com. I searched one project and I copied the URL of that project. Okay, and that same project I paste here in here. I'm getting that URL. I pasted here and I imported that. And whatever I imported there, that is nothing but maybe that is a Java file only. We will get name here. Let me search. Ansible SRC in main. Yeah, see, this is a Java project which we imported from that GitHub. Okay, that is nothing but a Java project, and you can deploy direct code like this. Okay, which I did from GitHub. I deployed. This is a one way. Another way is this sample project. This sample project I made in my this Azure portal only initially. Okay, I can do this also. These are the ways. But now we want to discuss few more, like uh, like uh, like uh, okay, if you want to get a few more details, if you want to get a, because this is a platform as a service, this is a platform as a service, so Azure have all command or control over these. Okay, and we can only see only few data. We can't do much here. Okay, so what we can see here, we can see our that resource group, that status is running, even our location, our free subscription, only this much of details we are getting here. But if you want to check which Windows Server version means is we are using, so how to check that? Here is a app service plan. Here is a app service plan, and if I will click here on this app service plan, if I will click here, so this is opening now, and what he's saying, this operating system we are using a Windows, but this is a server. But which Windows server we are using? They are not giving details. Like 2016 you are using or 2019 you are using. We don't have much information, and we don't have much information, and that all information you will get in Kudo, which is our today's topic, that all information or maximum information of this web app you will get here only. Okay, so where to tackle and how to tackle that, we will discuss. First one is our overview task. Here you will get overview. We will discuss only important one. This is a activity logs. So whatever activities you are doing, that everything is logged here. Okay, and you can access control. I told you at the time of virtual machine only access control tag. Even you have any diagnostic or any problem, you can solve from here also. Okay, and again, what is important here? Scale up and scale out. So I already told you, you can scale up. If you want to scale up your this web app, you can scale up via changing your plan. If you are selecting different plan in different productions, so you can scale up, or you can, if you selected means this plan, you can scale down also with this one if you are not using much, and if you want to save few cost, you can do that also. Okay, and you can make locks also. If means by mistakenly we are deleting few web apps, so after putting a lock, if you are putting a lock, you means your that web app is a safe. Okay, and this is a means matrix you can also see, like now that is opening matrix. Here also you are getting many more selection, like in matrix you can see your data in, your data out. Okay, or your http, your tcp, these all metrics you can see, only you have to select. Okay, and related to that matrix is will open here, so you can see these one also, and logs. And what is important over that development tool option, where it is, that is more important, and we will go with that. Okay, and suppose you clicked on home, and now with this page, and you will see, sir, I made that web app, how to go to that web app. So first go to app service. First go to app service. After going to app service, you will get a name of your web app net one. You will get a name of your web app here. So click here, and now your that web app is open. If you want a big screen, so click here, so you will get that big tab. And here only we will navigate to our that the most important place, where we will get also our kudo services there, and that is nothing but a development tool. In development tool, first we went to this app service editor preview. First we went to this app service editor preview. Let me go once again here, and I will close this because we discussed this already. Okay, no need of this also, and this default page also I'm closing. And uh, okay, so as I told you, whatever web app sample code which we built in Azure, that is, and which we imported from this from GitHub, these both are is here. And before you are getting a here coding for a that source code, means that default page. Okay, that everything is completed. So I'm closing this one also. And if you will click again here, so you are getting same window, means whatever project we imported and we deployed, that all details you are getting. Okay, we don't want this now. We
Yeah,
want to
Kunal,
go to this.
one thing. I need one clarification. You go to the app services section.
Yeah,
Go to the portal.azure initially. I need one information from you.
where should I go?
Oh, app services. Go to the home portal.
Oh yeah, that is opening.
Portal.
Okay, now don't know why today is taking such a long time. Yeah, open. Then
See, go to this app services. Sure.
okay. Go to the app service.
You
Then-
create one app, create app service, create plus mark is there, create app service.
Yeah, same. We initially created.
Let me create one. See, here you're able to see subscription. We have a resource group we have provided. We are using the free trial resource group or resource group name what you have given there. Use that resource group name itself.
DevOps training. We already discussed this one.
Yeah,
Let
one
me
second,
finish.
You come here. The web app name you provided something, right? Some VM1 or some web app name you can give that one. Some test web app like that you give that one.
Web app. Net.
See, now you click on this Docker container here.
No, this is not our topic because we will
One
build
second.
this whenever we will learn first Docker. We will learn first container. After then only we will go. We are right now only going with this because I not give you any lecture of that one.
Okay. We'll go. I will come into the next part of the Docker container.
Yeah, no,
Yesterday I was
you are,
doing some exercise.
I'm telling you, you not cleared 104 only. Still you are learning for 400 right now. But I'm giving you few knowledge of 104. First
No.
step is
That is
104.
what
Then you.
that is what I'm
then-
telling. Yesterday I'm.
And if you are interested to learn about this DevOps, so I opened here also. Okay, I want to give you few details of this. Whenever you are working with your this what dev.azure.com. Okay, before that we should knew few basics, and after then only we can come. And whenever you are coming to this DevOps,
correct, right? You are right.
Listen.
Kunal.
Whenever
You're
you
right,
are
Kunal.
coming
The
to,
basic thing only I'm asking you. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
one
I know.
doubt.
I know. Let me
Clarify
because
that
we
one
have few
again.
time. We have few time, that's why. Okay. But whenever you are coming to this DevOps, first you have to create a organization. And how you are creating an organization? You are getting here tab of new organization. So after clicking on this in new organization, you can make a new organization. It will ask you the name of organization like means name of your Azure DevOps. Like this dev.azure.com, that will be in your link dev.azure.com. But after that, you will get this Kunal CU. You want this name, or you want to change your name of your organization.
That is
Suppose,
that is not the thing, Kunal.
yeah, I got. I'm
the
telling
basic
you,
things. Let me complete.
I know
The basics.
that. We not connected to DevOps portal from many more days. That's why I'm giving you the details of this DevOps portal also. So like Krunal CU is name of our one organization, and I want to create a new organization here. So Krunal CU 123. Suppose I gave name to my organization, and suppose my this organization in West Europe, then I want to give captcha here. So captcha is R. This is a small y or capital? Maybe small, na?
Capital R, small y, 3
Capital
N,
R,
capital P.
R, small y or capital
Small y, small y,
Small y. 3 capital N.
3 and P.
Capital N and P. Okay, after doing this, what taking you to the Azure DevOps organization. So we are making first one organization. We are making first one organization, and that process is now going on. And that organization which you are making, that organization is categorized under our dev.azure.com, and then you will get a one slash, and then you will get a name of your organization, and then you will get again slash, and under that organization, whenever you are creating project, so after that slash, you will get your project name also. Like now I make this Krunal CU 123, and under this one, if I want to make a new project, and if I gave the name of my project like DevOps, okay, I'm giving name of my or project as a DevOps, and if I'm creating this project, so before creating this project, he's asking me, you want to create it private or public, but I'm not getting here another option, so that's why first now I got that option. This advanced, this option before I'm not getting, so now I'm giving the name of my project like DevOps. Okay, means what? If you are a DevOps engineer, and if you are working as a freelancer, or if you are working with your company, or with your working your company, if you want to, if you are working the personally also, so first what you should have one your DevOps portal. This is your DevOps portal, and under that DevOps portal, if you are working for Cognizant, so this name should be of Cognizant. If you are making project of Cognizant, so this is one. If you are making one project your personal, so give name of your organization as a personal. If you are making any project for Infosys, so give the name of your organization as a Infosys. And after means that is the correct namespace. That is correct namespace. Okay. And after then, if you are building a project under this, I give name of mine. If suppose this is name of Cognizant, and under this Cognizant, if I'm giving the name, if I'm building the project for a DevOps, so give the DevOps. And here they will first ask, you want to make a public project or a private project. You know that in that github I went and I searched something and I copied one project, so that project was a public, that project was public, that's why you can able to make a copy of that code. But if your project is private, you can't see or you can't work or you can't copy that project code. So I want to make a private only, so that's why I selected this private. And after then go to advanced, after then go to advanced, and you will get here tooling. First one is a Git, and another one is a Team Foundation version control. What is this Team Foundation version control? Yes, anyone from you? What is this Team Foundation version control?
It's for on-prem version control.
No. Again. Yes,
It's a
anyone?
source control tool,
Yeah,
as we are
it
using
is.
the Git
Yeah,
just like.
correct. It is a source control tool only, but this is a old version. Before, when DevOps was new or everything is new, that time they created this with the Team Foundation version control. But Microsoft Azure bought Git and GitHub. Means that is open source only, but they bought in 10 millions or billion or something they bought. So now means they are giving many good services and everything with the Git only. But this Team Foundation version control was a old source code management tool. Okay, so always select Git, and after then work item process. What is a work item process? See here, select the right work item process to create a team project. If you want to create a project, so first we have to select this work item process. Okay, and what options we are getting in that work item process? You are getting a agile, you are getting a basic, you are getting a CMMI, and you are getting a Scrum. Okay, anyone knows about this? Agile, basic, CMMI, and Scrum. Before,
Yeah, these are all the process related thing.
yeah, in old days, we are using a basic and CMMI, and you are that software development waterfall concept, software development waterfall model. In waterfall model, we are using this basic and CMI, but most of the time now we are going with agile or Scrum. So now we will only use this agile or Scrum. So if I'm selecting agile, and if I'm selecting this creative project, my new project will create. My new project will create, and now that is building, and but I already, my God, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yes.
I thought power issue because this page is not open. Okay, so let's go to again that DevOps. But before going to, I'm now summarizing. I'm ending here. Okay, because I want to means finish my that today's topic of Kudo. So this is my name of organization like Kunal CU DevOps, and under this Kunal CU I made these two projects. This is already built-in project. Okay, I made two projects. One project name is Training Plus, and one project name is a Training. And this training project I made of Agile, and this Training Plus project I made with a Scrum. Because nowadays only Agile or Scrum we are using. That basic and CMMI is a methodology for means waterfall, and no one is using with waterfall software development. Everyone is going with this only. So I'm making this, and if I'm say if I want to open this, okay, project, if I want to open this project, I will click here, and after clicking here you can see overview, summary, dashboard, wiki board. This everything we will discuss. Okay, and in last you are getting here project setting. So if I'm clicking here on project setting, so what if I want to change the name of my training? Okay, only give change your name training 123, training 123, and this is a description only, training 123, and say you can change a name and say I understood training 123. I have to give name again here. Training 123. Training 123. Here I'm getting, yeah, that means I have to only copy. Okay, don't worry.
Make it as a train, na?
Yeah, okay, I gave and then save. So you can able to change the name of your project from where? From project setting. Okay, now that name changed to 123, and if you want to delete a project, you can also delete a project. You can also delete a project, or you can also delete your organization also. Like if you will click here in this, okay, if you will click here, if you will click here, you are getting this three project. Okay, under this project, how under this organization, how many projects you have? These two projects. And under this organization, how many projects you have? First click here, and only this one project I have, but here is also organization setting. So if you are going to this organization setting, okay, so you can change a name of your organization just like that only. Like Kunal CUC 123 is the name of my organization, and now I want to give name Kunal CU XX. Okay, and you have to say save. Okay, and now he will ask Kunal CU XX. Kunal CU XX, and say I understood, and say you can change the name of your project from this tab. Okay, and I change the name. Now my project name is that one, Kunal CUXX. Okay, and if you want to do if you want to delete a project, you can delete a project from here. Like again click here, and you go to your all projects. These are my projects, and if I'm clicking on this project, let me check how many projects I have under this organization. Under this organization I don't have any project, but I really want to delete. I really want to delete this organization. So go to organization setting, and then come to this delete and give the name. So this name is here only. So copy and paste and delete. So you can able to delete your project. You can able to delete your project, and from there, and if you will click here, now you will get only two organizations. See, now you are getting only here two organization, because one organization I already deleted. Similarly, you can do with a projects also. Similarly, you can do with a projects also. Like this is one of my project, DevOps. Okay, if I will click this, if I will click here, this project will open. And we already discussed how to change the name. How to change the name of project we already discussed. So if you want to delete this project, so go to project setting, and here is option of delete, and you have to give again this name, like DevOps, and you can delete this project and so. Okay, again, so for going to our project, you will click here. Okay, for getting how many projects you have, you will click here. There is a means not a home screen. You have to click here, so you will get your organization. And after clicking on particular organization, you will go into that organization. And after going to organization, they will show you the project. And after clicking on this project, you can go inside that project. Like this project is of Agile, and in this Agile project, now that is opening. These are your project settings, so you can do few tasks here. Even you can means if you will go here. Okay, so now we are jumping towards our that remaining portion of Kudo. As I told you, that is we are discussing only. This is more important because this web apps I told you, we are using it for a deployment, and here only we are now testing, building, even we were deploying. We are doing a lot of works here, and this is a platform as a service. Actually, Azure have all assets with that, but with the help of this Kudo, we can able to install, or we can able to do a lot of things. But this is a platform as a service, so initially only Azure have control over this. Okay, so we discuss this all tools. Now we
Yeah,
are going with DevOps
Kunal,
and that DevOps tool. Yes.
that is what we went for this web app services, right? App services.
Hmm.
You go to that app service. I have one doubt, man. I need a clarification on that. That is what. Go for that app service.
Yeah, that is
In
open
this app
only.
services, we are here at that time. Name app services web app net to you provided. Come down here. Or give me a control. I will show you.
Okay, tell me. I'm clicking again on home. App service. Charging.
Create.
Mhm. Okay, now should I click here?
No. Create. Not here. Create. New one.
Okay.
You give some. You already have some resources that use that resource group. Web app name. You give some XYZ or something like this.
Okay, I gave this again.
See, here we have a code and the Docker container. Docker container we will talk to later. That will in the code point of time. Runtime stack it is there, right? In the runtime
Yeah.
stack, you click this drop down mode, runtime stack. See here the .NET and .NET Core, ASP.NET, Java, Ruby, and Python. These are all the things, right? So these are all runtime stack in the sense with this application code base, these app services will be relevant, right?
Yeah,
If
correct.
I create a
Visual
.NET
Studio,
file,
Visual Studio mainly for a .NET, but you are getting plugins for Java. You are getting plugin for Node.js. You will get plugin for PHP. You will get a plugin for Python. You are getting plugin, and for Ruby also you are getting a plugin. As I told, like Aishwarya or something asked me question on WhatsApp group only. Sir, what tools should I install? I told her go with ASP.NET and Azure because we are working on Azure. That's why we are going with that plugin. And right now we are building a project for our study with a .NET purpose. So that's why go with ASP.NET. I told her. But if you are building a project for Java, so that Visual Studio is working mainly with a .NET only. So you and that giving you the file extension .LLL. Okay, dot DLLL. So what you have to install this plugin, and after then only that will come to your Visual Studio, and then you will select from there. In Python, I want to use this. There you will get in Visual Studio only you will get. You want to use Python 3.6, 3.7, 3.8 or 3.9, or if you are going with this 3.8, then select that one and go ahead like that.
see
Okay.
one thing, Kunal,
And if
as you told that one, this Python and this Ruby, and these are all the interpreters. So this will be compatible for the both operating system, for the Linux and the Windows. So whereas in the .NET or Java, it is not like that. They are having a compiler things. In my requirement, in the same repository, I have a .NET code base also and the Java code base also. For that, which plugin I need to use?
see, now if you are here and if you are selecting this .NET 5, if you are selecting .NET 5, automatically it jumps to window. Automatically it jumps to window. And if you are now here and if you want to select, just listen. Now, if you want to select this Java 8 or Java 11, if I'm selecting Java 8, it is automatically selected Linux. It's by Microsoft Azure, what they built in their programming and this everything. Okay, if you are selecting Java, it automatically selected Linux. If I'm selecting .NET, it is automatically selected Windows. That is with it means what is
Go for
built
the
there.
.NET Core, na? Then .NET Core you
We are
go.
at what I told you. I am just giving you one sample code. How is means services is categorized and how the options and how you will get all details. I am giving. We are not making a project. We are now learning phase. We are learning the environment. We are learning the resources, how they are
Correct,
working and that. We are not
correct,
making a
Kunal.
project.
I'll accept.
But still, just listen, just listen. But still, I am telling you how to build, how to test, and how to deploy. Even I told you how to go to that GitHub and how to copy a code and how to import. These extra things I'm giving you till. We are not building project. Might be after 10 or 15 lecture, whenever we will do, we will go deep. But now we can't go. Okay, this is the basic. So now we are jumping to our that Kudo. As I told you that Kudo is very important because that web app is giving you platform as a service. Microsoft Azure is means controlling everything. We don't have many more assets there. Okay, but whenever if you want more details, so as I told you, this app service editor preview, here your code is stored. Even whatever web app you are building, that all thing will come here. In if not any code is built or nothing is imported from GitHub, you will get a default page coding. I told you that I showed you that sample code also there. So this everything is with a app service editor preview. Now we are going with a advanced tool. Now we are going with a advanced tool. And after clicking here on this advanced tool, after clicking here on advanced tool, what you are getting? Click here on go first. Click here and go. Click here on go. And now that is opening only. Okay. Okay, now this is open. What is this? This is a environment. What is environment? This is a Kudu environment. And this Kudu environment giving you the more freedom to deal with this platform as a service module of web app. Web app is a platform as a service. You don't have a control, but with the help of Kudu, we can install, we can go to the more deep, and we can get a many more knowledge of this. Okay, this is a, if you will go toward this debugging console. Okay, if you go to debugging console and if you are getting to this CMD, so you will get a one command prompt here, and with the help of that command prompt you can install the services which is needed for you, because initially that web app gives you that by default which Azure is giving you. But if you want more, if you want extra, okay, so you can able to install that everything services from this command. And if you are not friendly with command, so go to this console only and go to PowerShell. So this GUI, this command, or now this command shell will replace with a PowerShell. With the help of this PowerShell also, or with the help of that command shell, or with the help of this GUI, you can able to install. If right now I'm going to this directory like this ASP.NET, if I'm going, so same command will execute here. See, same command is executed here. If I'm going inside this one also, that same command is executed here. You can do this with this debug, with this debug console. You can do this. Even you see this, this is nothing but a process explorer. If you are going with this process explorer, so you will get a few processes here. Those are listed here. These are the few processes. Those are listed here. And
Hello. Hello. Raghu, I'm not hearing. Krunal?
Even we are not able to hear you.
Okay. Okay. I thought it's my problem. I think he left.
I guess he has again a power problem.
Yeah.
Like
At
last
11:40.
Even last time also this has happened.
How is
Yeah,
class,
getting-
Aishwarya?
Divapa, I am getting frustrated when I am asking something. He was telling, Aishwarya, you have any idea on that part? As I told you.
Regarding that .NET Core you are asking, right?
Yes, yes.
No, Raghav. Even I didn't work on the PaaS items. I was working only on this IaaS services. If you want, I can check and I'll let you know, Raghav.
Yeah, once again, I'm sharing my screen here.
Yeah,
see.
sure. I guess now Yogesh is a host, so he has to allow you, I guess.
Hope you are able to see my screen.
No, we are not able to. Bhimesh, are you
Host,
able to
host,
see?
host is disabled.
No.
Host
I
is
guess
disabled.
Only Krunal can.
no.
proceed.
Yogesh is the host now, so he has to enable you now. to share
Yeah,
his
but-
Yogesh is not online.
I'm here.
Voice disabled of participant screen. Hey, Yogesh, can you enable that one?
I'm trying it. Just give me a minute. Now you can try to share your screen.
Yeah, sharing screen. See here. Yeah, I came here. I'm using the subscription as RGR4 to Ubuntu. RGR1 is my subscription group. So my name is Arja. Here the instance details are provided. So this is the
Okay.
code. So this I came to here. .NET Core was there 3.1 LTE. So it went to Windows again.
Okay. So that's what he was telling, right? So for
Yeah,
.NET, he was
if-
telling
if
it will
I-
go to
If I
Windows.
go for the Java or Java 11, if I go for Java here,
Yeah,
Raghav-
Java will support only Linux, I guess.
Raghavendra, it is by default. It is by default. The .NET is supported with the Windows,
Windows.
and the Java is supported with the Linux. But you can change those as well. So if you
for Java, we can change this one to
no
Linux to
no
Windows.
even
Right, I know.
even you can try to select .NET and change the environment to the Linux. Try this. Select .NET first. Here on the run
The
stack.
runtime stack.
Yeah, select any of the .NET and you can change the environment. It won't give you the error. Because you can run the .NET on the Linux as well. So it will install the components. He's back. Kunal is back.
Now it came. Yes. This was the thing I'm asking. See, basically operating system, it will take the plugins for this one, right?
Sometimes you have to install.
Yeah, sometimes if it is not there, then we need to update that one.
Yeah.
This was the
Hello,
one
hello,
thing.
Yeah.
hello. I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, Karuna.
I come up here.
Okay, actually, power schedule means that load shedding is scheduled and my Wi-Fi is disconnected. I connected with my mobile. So let me go to that our share window. Okay, so where we were at yeah, this Kudo services. Okay, and in Kudo services, we saw these details as I told you initially. We are getting here everything. Let me go back. Yes, everyone can see my screen. Hello,
Yes, it is visible.
and voice also clear now. Mobile
Yeah.
connection is
Yeah.
this is mobile connection. Okay, so process explorer we saw, and we are again getting a few tools here. We will discuss later. First, our important task we will discuss now, and that is with our Kudo only. Okay, so we are going there. So this is a okay. If you want to see which version I told you now, if you want to see yeah. So if you want to see which version of Windows we are using, initially when we went to this portal, Microsoft Azure portal, here in overview, when we see, we are not getting much detail which Windows version we are using, and as we click here also in that plan also, here we connected with this ASP device app service plan. We clicked here and we are getting only information of Windows. We are not getting which version we are using. So this everything information now you will get with this Kudo. Okay, and in Kudo, this runtime version, if you will click here on this runtime version, if you will click here on runtime version, this is open, and here in Control F, if you will search window, so see here you are getting knowledge. Windows Server 2016, we are using. Okay, So this information you will not get anywhere. You will get here only in Kudo, because Kudo is providing us that much of information. Even in overview only, if you will go here in overview only, as you saw at the time of login of your virtual machine, at the time of logging, you are giving your username and password. You are giving the username and password. Such same username and password we not gave in case of our web app. Hello, everyone can listen to my voice. Hello.
Yes, Kurna.
Yes, Kunal.
Yeah. So recording is on or off?
It is by default, this recording.
No. Yeah. Okay. So why are now internet connection is not good, so strong of mobile? Mhm. Yeah. So app service, then we will go to our this web app which we created, and here only we will minimize this one, and here you are getting few tabs: get publish profile and reset publish profile. What is this one? Even you can have a access of these all services of Microsoft Azure on your mobile only. You click here, you will get one barcode, and download that app, and login with your that same email ID, and you can able to, means you can able to get that PowerShell. Even you can get that bash shell also in your mobile. This is also possible. If you are connecting your mobile or your iPhone with this one, you can get that. So after clicking here, but get publish profile, what is this? If you want to see what is the username and password, and that username and password, as I told you, that web app is a platform as a service. That username and password, everything means username is our web app name only. If you are clicking here in get publish profile, and if you are selecting this one, if you are opening this one, okay, so here only you will get your username and password. Okay, like your username is this web app one, and you will get a password here only. Let me copy here, and I want to show you after doing reset also how you can get that. Okay, so this is your username. What is your username? Web app net one. Okay, web app net one is your username. And what is your password? Your password is this one. Your password is this one. And this is a password. By default, we got this password from a Microsoft Azure. Why? Because this is a platform as a service. That's why your password and everything here is handled by Microsoft Azure. But initially, at the time of virtual machine, that everything we set, because that is an infrastructure as a service. Even this password you can reset from here, like after reset a published profile, and when you will click S, so now your password is reset. And now if you want, if you will click here, like get publish profile, you will get here new tab. And if you are opening this tab, if you are opening this tab, you will get a same username, but your password is changed. And I want to locate you that one. See, this is your username. I'm copying from this. I'm closing this one, and we already opened this one. So here only, I want to paste that new one. So see, first your username was web app one. Okay, then your user password, initially that was a SDA, this one, okay, but when I reset, it is changed to this one, and this everything is managed by Microsoft Azure because this is a platform as a service, and hence all. Now I'm disconnecting this one. So this task you got here, where in get publish and in reset. In mobile, you will get that in mobile, and you can delete, swap, and this everything you already knew. And now we are again jumping towards our this. This is a version, runtime version you got here, and developer tool option. Yeah, this is a developer tool option in advanced tool. In advanced tool, this page we mostly needed. So I'm copying this one and I'm again opening new page. Okay, so as we saw, what we saw, we runtime version we saw. Even if you want to get a more details, if you're clicking on app setting, you will get all the settings of your app. What is the version and what is this one? These all settings are listed here. Okay, app settings and deployment. Sorry. Okay, this one. If you will select this one, development. That is new page is loading of Kudu services. So deployment, as you not deployed anything, that's why you are getting a blank screen, because actually we not deployed anything. We are working in pre-production environment, or we are building, or we are going with our local PC, but actually we not deployed anything. That's why you are getting here blank screen. Okay, and if you will go with your this Kudo source control information, source control information is nothing but a location of our Git repository. So see, that is a Git URL. This is nothing but this your URL of your Git. You are getting here in your Kudo. This information you will not get anywhere. Here only in Kudo only you will get. So we am canceling this one also, this one, and this one also, and as a source code files. Okay, if there is file details, you can get a file details here. Okay, means what is the location and what is this all path, everything is listed here in C hash colon colon. This is the location of your file. So that one, and this is one. Okay, and after then log stream is nothing, and processor and mini and hence all. We discuss this everything here in our Kudo. So what is our next task? Our next task is okay. So you are what you will do? You can also you will you make your one web app. You download that Visual Studio, and whenever you will download that Visual Studio, as I told you, install that Community 2019 version, and before that you go to this app service. Before that you go to the app service. Okay, and make one web app. And as I told you that how I did this video you will get in YouTube also. So you make one web app, and then after making this web app, create a project, and initially I selected those information, select that, and come to this page. And after coming here, you will get your sample code here, and after getting that sample code, you have to right click and you have to publish. And after doing publish, you will get a output, and I will check every everyone's output tomorrow, I will look at to your screen and I will install Visual Studio or not. Even I will check means your output I will check, and edited output everything I will check tomorrow. So this is your task for today, and hence all. Tomorrow I will discuss that one only, and a few part of this DevOps also. Like today also we discuss few general. Similarly, few general things of tomorrow also we will discuss, and hence all. Okay. Now I have another class, so now I'm leaving this room and I'm stopping recording. Okay, and lecture is completed of today. Okay, so bye everyone.
Thank you, Kunal. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.